if I don't like it, I'll just paint over what that person did.
Bermeo has no problem fucking painting over shit.
Yeah.
This man is a painter.
Yeah.
He's a real painter.
I just watched it.
Yeah. I'm doing it as we talk.
We all just watched that.
What did you do? You just paint over everything? There he goes. It drives me
everything.
fucking nuts. We need to finish this painting, not keep painting over it.
Sorry.
Whether it's painting or drawing or cartoons or fine art, whatever you call it, just the act of making an image. Once you step into that world, it just opens up an infinite reality where you can go anywhere and do anything.
I like applying a lot of the painting over shit. I'm letting it dry for a bit, and I'm gonna do the whitewash.
I want to do a couple more things after this dry.
Yeah, go over whatever the fuck you want, man. Don't. If you want to go over the whole thing, I don't care.
No, I don't. I'm tempted to bring it back to the original figure, but
you can with the black. If you go with the black line and make it like that crazy twist, tooth guy.
You're for
totally
that?
Fine. Yeah.
All right, then I will. Let's see if this person wants to be in my documentary.
Oh, hi.
Does this person want to be in my documentary?
Me? I'm the person?
Bethel.
What do I have to say? All the things about Cinco. He is a ridiculously talented artist. And I wish he would be around more.
This is my sticker box in here. I'm known for all my stickers. Constantly. Raccoon boy. So you'll see, these are the two paintings I did for this show. And of course we got the dual show with Adrian Bermeo coming up. This thing in Berserk, it's called I think it's called a behelit. It's this weird little thing with an eye that cries. And if a human touches it, it connects their it essentially connects them to an astral plane where like demons exist. And it brings their sins to life essentially. Or not their sins, their sinful wishes to life. And it just reminded me of this a little bit.
I did not know that
But
part.
this would be the portal, you walk through there.
Damn, Cinco, you bringing demons into our show? Okay.
Well, you kind of started.
You kind of started. I'm very proud that Cinco wanted Vegigantes like very early on. I didn't want it to be like the main focus in the show. But it's just inevitable that we're doing the characters and the styles that we do, and that's why Cinco has these bionic, awesome characters, and there's actually a lot of Vegigantes. We haven't even counted, but there's at least 5, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. And they're all just like different styles that, this is one good example, like a mixture style. It's another one, mixture style. There is...
This is kind of another one.
I don't see it as
He doesn't see it as a Vehigante, but I drew it as like a double-mouthed Vehigante. I'm a painter. I have done many painterly paintings, but the majority of work I'm doing is like in this comic book style, deliberately. Like I'm trying to bring, well, I'm obviously doing a comic, but I'm trying to bring comics to the fine art world more. But I fucking love painterly paintings, man. That's why I love Bermeo's work, because he's a fucking real painter. We're on a scene full of painters who color in the lines.
You ever wake up and you realize that you contacted people in a funny way, and yeah, that happened to me this morning. It was like it was me, but it was an out of body experience. Like that's why I said I was on a trip. So I grew up here. 86 2nd Jackson Heights, so I'm a 7-line guy. And right now we're on 14th on the F, so right here. I'm trying to manifest that a year from now, or within a year, I'm gonna have a studio space in Jersey City. I've been noticing that that's how it's been working for me. At one point I was living, working, and going to school on the 7. I was on the 7 up and down all the fucking day. I think it's the first train that was above ground, and they call it the International Express because so many languages are spoken across the 7. I feel like I've done enough in the streets that now I'm like, I need to be a little more refined with what I'm doing. I felt like I was that outsider. Now that I'm a little older and just, I had more time now because I don't have a 9 to 5, so I'm just like, you know what, I'd rather do this with my time and gain connections and see what the hype is about and tone my skills, because I know there's things for me to learn. I definitely remember working during the shutdown. I wanted to look back and say that I was productive with my time. So all the things that I said that I didn't have the time for, I now had the time during the shutdown. I can definitely look back, and with all the craziness that was going on, I was trying to sharpen my tools before I went to war.
I really love the way Bermeo paints because it reminds me of paintings that I love, that I aspire to paint, which is you're not coloring lines, you're painting. You're painting, swaths of color, thick washes, wiping it away, and you're not just doing a perfect line and coloring it in.
In 2016, 2017, that's when I started doing the exploding watermelons, but I really can't say why. I don't know why. I just like the shape of a sliced watermelon and the contrasting colors. It's the idea. I went through a French toast phase, grilled cheese phase, Western omelet phase. I went through a short phase that I was watching like a lot of film noir at night, and just the filming in general. Like, I don't mind putting a Hitchcock movie, but then I put it on mute and then play our music in the background and have it like
light wash. You said?
Yeah.
Light wash.
Maybe a little more over there. Maybe. Sci-fi. Just that. That was a sci-fi move right there. Zoom in on that. Sci-fi. S to the P, sci-fi.
Big fighter right now. Let's go.
This is Max Traver's art right here. This is the chill pepper on the wall. You see that shit? And this is Michael Grossman himself taking the artist duties on. I witnessed him start making these. This man and I fell asleep together on this couch last night.
We're talking and we both were like, ugh.
We were talking and falling
I'm
asleep.
so sad I did not get a picture of that.
This is my art book right here. So I was telling you about my 556-page art book, Erotica. When I released this thing, that was the first time I displayed these, and someone told me the idea of like making a scroll. So I literally put like wood on the top and bottom, and the ceilings were high, but they weren't high enough. Like you would have walked right into the work. So I basically tied them all up at diagonals. It was like a really dope display that I'd never seen before. So all the work was hanging like this, and tall people could walk underneath it. And it was just like, it was really high, but it was angled at your eyes. And someday I'll recreate that. It was a great way to display work. But yeah, basically what I'm about to do is take my whole life, which is in this suitcase, and put it on this bed, and then put all my art in here so we can go to this art event. We are going to a New York Fashion Week. I was always drawn to fantastic imagery, man. Shit that just tickles your imagination and brings you to another world. a movie can't really go to the world that paintings go to. Like, painting does its own fucking thing. The finality of the finish, it kind of polishes it off and it's a little bit dead. Whereas a painting, there's so many painting styles, and some painting styles, it feels like slightly unfinished and more alive than any movie could ever be.
There's a skull piece that we did it actually like the first time painting here, and we haven't touched it since because it's just too fresh and too yeah, we don't want to mess it up.
I like the black on black pilot.
I love
That's
it.
like become a thing now.
I love it. You want to switch? You want to like mess with some small ones?
Sure.
I like seeing impressionist styles and shit,
Yeah.
but I'm always a big fan of texture, and that's why I like, yeah.
What do you think of this?
It's not that much change. I don't know if I should change the background or what.
Oh, don't.
I know.
Don't. It's super unnecessary.
I know.
Let's finish this thing.
Nah, let's push it back another week.
Fuck. They're gonna do a literal whitewash? It's white?
Just a white.
What about slight tint?
Yeah, that's
Or
fine.
color or something? Yeah.
I don't mind if it's like
Like a pink wash or a yellow wash or something.
Yeah, or like a beige, just something that you could tell it's a wall behind her.
I like the idea of doing a light, like this color, but light, very light wash, just because it's
Pink.
brick. Yeah, pink. Pink is fine.
I love the traces of this one in the colors too. I can tell this was Cinco. And this was like Adrian, maybe. This
just
one is
ask, like,
super
number
dope
one.
too.
I don't.
This stands out to me because it's different
Yeah, you
than.
want to just go over. If you think of art history as like a dialogue of art, like artists talking to each other over the generations, that to me remains the most exciting time in all art. Because you got Degas, Toulouse-Lautrec, Van Gogh, all these people who are like, they knew each other, they weren't really great friends.
Gauguin.
They're kind of enemies. Yeah, Gauguin, I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people fucking, they broke free from the tight
Yeah.
academic styles from the past.
Yep.
Abstract expression. It hadn't gotten abstract yet and conceptual.
It wasn't all just like flat, amazing shadows and amazing this and that. It started like getting more into like an abstract world,
The thing is like, one of the major reasons I did this collab was to get in touch with being a painter, being painterly and being fearless and fucking painting over things. But yeah, I find myself, I'm a chicken shit, man. I'm just like, and I have this style that's real refined where I just go in and I knock shit out and I finish it, boom.
In one shot.
What's gonna happen here is because of this, I'm gonna continue to like push that desire to fucking be a real painter. Specifically because of the show,
I would see myself, painting in a studio on a cliff by the water, and in a small town where I could just like ride a bike or like have a quick 5-minute drive to the small town and like, hang out with the locals and then just go back to my studio on the hill. That's like a romantic dream that I'm trying to project in my life, and whether that's in Puerto Rico or if that's in Italy or some random place, like I just want to be with nice weather and nature and by the water, painting. So yeah, I'm not saying it as like I'm just gonna speak it and the universe is gonna lay it down for me, but that's why I keep thinking about manifesting, and it does come from like within, I think. Just me moving to Brooklyn, I would have never thought that I would be in Brooklyn. Dorian is a time traveling alien. Out of all my characters, he's the one that's closest to me, and I like the style of it. He's almost like a one-line character, so aesthetically it's very pleasing for me, and so that's Dorian right there. Yeah.
There's a difference between layering with a purpose and just fucking painting over some shit.
But I knew we all knew it was there. You went exactly over what it was.
Because there's a reason.
Because I let it be known. I left it there.
What?
The neon spring. I left it like it was. I didn't erase it. That's where we're seeing it different.
Sold out, baby. Sometimes paintings feel more alive than the subject, you know, like somebody might seem like a soulless dead person, and then an artist comes in and paints them, and you see their soul for the first time, you know. I just made that shit up, right?
Best painting in the house.
Look at this sister!
Tired, go to bed.
Get some sleep, honey. Drink your teas. But not too late in the night. Decaffeinated after 2 p.m.
Painterly, to me, it refers to loose, expressive, thick brushstrokes, and lots of them.
This is
Eminent Art Cribs.
Eminent Art Cribs. Welcome to the crib. We're in Evergreen. We're on the far side of Bushwick, the side some people don't go. Off the Wilson stop on the L, Chauncey on the J if you take the J. I don't even know the square footage of this, but I make a lot happen in this room. $15. 15 cents. Give it a 7. Willie's point.
Your transit authority has 430 spanking new picture window cars for the elevated ride to the World's Fair. Express trains start at Times Square and Grand Central, and you're safely at the fair in less than 20 minutes. Take it easy. Take the subway.
Yes, part of the fun of the World's Fair is the subway special that takes you there.